Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for more Sink the Bismarck. Okay, let me see here. We got a convoy, we got a naval invasion, we got 3 turns left, and hopefully the United States will be out of our hair permanently. Interesting thing is that Spain did come back. So I guess Austria-Hungary's not doing a very good job of not doing a very good job of what you call it. Why am I brain farting on this so hard? They're not doing a good job of maintaining their happiness levels. Yeah, that. So anyway, the Austro-Hungarians, they've got a couple of invasions in place. Okay, good. We've eliminated that fleet. Now let me put these guys off the coast of the Dutch Antilles. And maybe can we instigate an invasion of the Dutch Antilles? We'll get them out of the Caribbean. There's a couple of so there's Cuba. There's the invasion going on in Cuba, 4 turns, and then we've also done over there in Tunisia or northern Algeria, which that's going to be a little bit long of an invasion too. The good news, though, is that once we get done with the eastern U.S., we can start moving into Mexico and take off the Pacific, take the Pacific theater off the table. Figuratively speaking, except for northern or southern Colombia. We're going to need to get over there and deal with that too, but that's not going to be that's not going to be difficult. Northwest Mexico also not an issue. So we'll take the Pacific theater off the table. Let's do that first. And you know the Kaiserin. Let's move the Kaiserin into Maracaibo. We'll move the Kaiserin into Maracaibo. Actually, we can move the. Oh no, I bollocks that, didn't I? That's going to be the way to approach this, though. Let's go at the. Actually, no. Let's keep the Kaiserin with the fleet. Once we get that cleaned out, I'm gonna probably wind up repositioning some of my fleets here. I'm gonna put that 42. I'll put that MG. Let me see here. What's going on? We just finished the Bismarcks, I think. The Bismarcks. That's right. The Bismarcks are at sea. We're building the Wotan and the 2 star-class battle cruisers. I'm going to put them into one fleet. So let me see here. Should we resume? Yes. Let's resume production, or yes, to start building the other Wotan, the Oldenburg. Those guys with the 4 twin 18-inch cannons, the big busters. Let's see here. The 42 V3, we've got that on hold right now because we're gonna have to refit it as soon as we get it done. The Gneisenau's, I think I can put them into dry dock as soon as we clean out the Caribbean here. Actually, speaking of, oh wait, there's one of them is under refit already. All right. and then French Guiana is actually on the Caribbean as well. So we're gonna like I said, actually I'm gonna move this destroyer up here, and that'll create a nice little ring. That's going to create a nice little ring. Let me see here. That's a 1500. Let's move him up to Nassau. Or her, rather. Move her up to Nassau. Because the one from Cockburn here is actually sealing this off. So basically, anybody coming into the Caribbean, anybody coming into the Caribbean is going to, yeah, they're going to come through a, they're going to come through a, what you call it? Oh, good grief! Again, I'm brain farting really hard today. My apologies, gang. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in Puerto Plata, and from Bluefields, we're gonna move you from Bluefields to back into St. George's. And that's actually it was something that just sort of occurred to me to go ahead and do, but there you go. Using destroyers for the mine layers. I don't know, maybe I'll come up with like a light cruiser design that'll just be slow but have big guns on it. We got quad barrels on our light cruisers now, so we could do that. Okay. Anyhow. Maybe I'll take this battle cruiser detachment over to southern Colombia first. Oh no. Yeah, Bismarck, Tirpitz. Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and hit this battle. Their heavy cruisers actually aren't terrible. 45. Oh, turn right into that. Boom. Boom. Bam. Okay. He doesn't really stand a chance, I don't think. Yeah, he doesn't. Not against that fleet. Not with what he's had. And then these are the two original Bismarcks. This is Kaiser's. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do. Let me see here. What do we got? We got 2 and 3 months. Okay, it's gonna take about that long for these guys to get back. So let's. Well, actually, I got another fleet sitting right there. Okay. Anyway, this group of Kaisers, though, they need to, they just need to come on back. Tuck you guys up in the Irish Sea. It'll take you 2 turns to get there. Alright, get to it, boys. He's got a heavy cruiser moving around over there. Okay. I got Bismarck into place over here. Or the Bismarck class task force. They're right over there. Okay. And he's got naval invasions all over the bloody place. Alright, I'm gonna move the Zedlets over there. Deutschland has a little bit of battle damage, but that's all right. How is Norway winning that when Sweden has a fleet? Defender is Sweden. How? that makes no sense. Okay. Well, I guess after a fashion it does. Anyway, let's see what happens here. He's taking some light damage. Okay. Transports moving in and out of Gibraltar. Okay. Five light cruisers. Where's he headed? One there. He's headed to the Caribbean. Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's move these guys to Praga first. How many more turns? 2 turns. We got us a strike over here. Really not that worried about that. 3 turns there, and 4 turns there. So naval invasion united, 2 more turns. All right, let's see here. Research. What do we got coming down the pipes here? We got Mark IV 15-inch guns. That means the Bismarcks will be getting a refit before too much longer. Maybe give them that modern armor. I don't know. From the Sudan, we're invading southern Egypt. Ah, yes. And that's a light cruiser. So let me see here. Southern Colombia, 30,000 tons. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit him. Wait a tick, though. Northwest Mexico is 52,000 tons. So yeah, let's go after southern Colombia. And then southern Mexico, we can hit that with either one of the Verths or who? Maybe the 42 V3. Königsberg needs a little bit in the way of repairs. Um, No, don't need to do that. Let me see here. Do we have any more of those 2400s? And no. Okay, so let's build some more 2400s. We'll build 6 of them and they're all going to go to Tampa. Let me see here. Gulf Coast, Gulf Coast, Gulf Coast. Gulf Coast. My God. Nah, let's put them in Pensacola. Pensacola NAS, right? Okay. Which, you know, we do have those hybrid destroyers that we can build at some point. Alexander Zoff. Okay. Okay, well, that's, I guess, bound to happen. Let's command this battle because, quite frankly, I don't trust the AI with his heavy cruisers. Okay. Nope, they got the balanced rudder and the steering is still erratic. Oh God. Well then what is it? I mean, God, look at that steering. It's crazy. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here. Oosh. Okay. Oi. This is a good boy. This is a good boy. Why did I even leave that ship in my build list? That thing was really crap, wasn't it? Okay, what we got? Uh-huh. 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 Alright, come here. Come here. Come on. Boy, you're gonna be a pain today, aren't you, boy? Alright. Sorry, that was the cat. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Where are those stars going to be? Where did I plop those out? In Kiel. Okay. Okay. One more turn. Two more turns. Uh-huh. Now, if I were to invade Belize, it's 26,000 tons. Be a little much for just the Admiral Shear, but I'm using them more for zone protection, light zone protection, than anything else. Let's see here. Okay, we're pushing in from the Sudan, and Austria-Hungary has no allies. They're working their way up more with the United States, but it's not going to do them much good right now, is it? Maybe I can put an invasion in the Moluccas too, but for now, I need to focus. Like I said, need to focus on the Pacific seaboard here. Okay. We got the Deutschland again. He's pushing really hard at southern France. 2 heavy cruisers. 3.5 kilometers, huh? Let's go ahead and do it. Oh, come on, baby. Give me one. Give me one. Boom. Oh, this is going to hurt. And that's all she wrote, folks. Well, thank you, Smoggiest. Appreciate it. And we gain control of the western United States. Alright, so let me see here. I'm going to dispatch Bismarck and Tirpitz to go deal with this little guy. This is a Kaiser fleet. Let me see here. Where are they specifically? Okay. I'll dispatch them, I think, down to Mazatlan. What's his base? What's his port of bases? Origin port, supply. Origin port is Georgetown. So yeah, actually, they're right there in the Caribbean anyway. This fleet. Oh God, my goodness. Bring you all into the Gulf of Mexico. Though, let's see here. The Friedhof and the Hanover. We'll take him, the Lutzow, Danzig, and 139, 14. So let me see here. Move. Friedhof, Hanover. Lutzow, Danzig, 139 and 140. There we go. Okay. And let's move. Move you guys on over here. Move this whole group over to Belize. Though, let me see. The Königsberg, the 103 and the 110. How about that? Move. Fredericksburg, 103, 110. Move them into port. Okay, politics, Northwest Mexico. 52,000 tons. Yeah, those Kaisers will handle that no problem. The only thing is that the Niobe needs to be repaired, but we're good. Okay, submarines. My goodness, he's got a bunch of subs just chilling over here. There we go. Hey, look, you too got sunk. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see here. We successfully thwarted that. So let me go ahead and get let's put this battle group into Marseille so they can repair. Those guys are good. These other Bismarcks, they're going to capture northern Algeria. Let me see here. Naval invasion. Cuba's done next turn. The Gneisenau has 2 turns left. And that's going to be actually the historical. That's funny because that's the historical. The Scharnhorst was never even begun to have upgrades on it. But the Gneisenau, she will complete her 3 twin 15 gun upgrade. Okay, 3 turns there. That fleet, that battle group is going to be in need of repairs too. So where do we put them in? We'll put them into Havana. Yeah, we'll put them into Havana Harbor. And this subgroup, hold on a second. This group of subs, their origin port is Balboa. Let's move them. I'm going to move them to Valletta. Let's see here. Go refit a ship. The refit button is always shaded out. Did you take into account one of the recent upgrades that if you refit, refit a refit, you have to have one of the base refit before you can do the upgraded refit? What do I mean by that? Okay, so like the Verths here, I have Verth number 3. So if you have your base Verths, right, and I'm going to use them as an example. You have your base one, and then you have the upgrade 2, and then the upgrade 3. Well, you have to upgrade to the 2 before you can. You can't just. Yeah, you can no longer skip. You can no longer skip the upgrades. So I don't know if that's your problem, Smoggiest, but maybe it could be. It could very well be part of it. Yeah, he's got a couple of ships floating around. It won't let you do. Wow, it won't let you do the single upgrade? Huh. I'm gonna have to consider why would that be if it won't let you do a single upgrade? I had that happen once, but it could have been because of the age of the save. So when I went to upgrade, I actually did a double upgrade and I deleted the previous one, and then it wouldn't let me do any of them. So that can happen. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. don't want to do this for. Oh my God! Come on. I could have done an auto resolve, but I don't want to do that either. I don't want to lose a bunch of destroyers for one transport and a heavy cruiser. I'll go get the heavy cruiser when I go to invade. Ooh. Oop. Bet we do that without the goofy little line. Nah, I like that. I like that better. Okay. That must be a 2000. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can't do a like a 3000 destroyer or something. Should I stick with geared turbines on those because they are lighter? Though the diesel 2s are just as light now, I think. And there's no space needed for coal bunkers or anything like that. So I don't know. Let's we'll have to check on that. Hmm. Well, look, he's got a little bit of a naval invasion going on over there. So let's go ahead and hmm. I mean, Smoggiest, the only thing I can think with that is going to be that it's a it was a break in the in your progression. That's the only thing that really makes any kind of sense. Oops, did not mean to do that. Yeah, the diesel twos get better range, and quite frankly, it's a drastic um, it's a drastic reduction in maintenance. Which no, my Admiral Shears I think have diesel ones. Yeah, they have diesel ones right now, or my Deutschland, the Grafspee type ships. Um, they have diesel ones now, but I have diesel twos, so they could be due for a refit. But I mean, there's kind of almost no point because all of my weapons are Mark V. Oh, except for the torpedo tubes. Well, maybe I'll wait till I get Mark V torpedo tubes, and then I'll switch over the engine too. But yeah, the diesels give you the best range, and not only the best range, but they also give you the best maintenance reduction. Do. Where's that? Ah, there they are. Okay. And I do have those oxygen powered torpedoes, so they're a little less stealthy than the electrics. Yes, yes. mean, it's actually kind of crazy how expensive the geared turbines become. Oh, please let me get at least one of them. Yeah, he's still good. Look at this. He's still got like a semi armored cruiser built or something like that. Yeah, that's exactly what those are. Still Dreadnought era. Uh-oh. Is we gonna get one? Nope, we're not gonna get one. We're not gonna get one. Not happening. Not happening, guys. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Oh, nope. Nothing. Just unload a volley of torpedoes. Uh-oh. Ah. These guys have standard torpedoes. I think these guys also had standard, didn't they? No, they had electric propeller. Okay. We've actually got the gambit of torpedo propulsion technology here. Another little volley of torpedoes. Oh, he's turning around completely. What a turd. The difficulty I set on is legendary. Why are you guys not using AP ammunition? Come on. No wonder this is taking forever. There we go. See, look at that. Boom, boom, down she goes. Well, I know that didn't just block. I know that did not just block those 11-inch guns, not at this range. Boom, boom. Looks like even those five nines are punching holes in it. I mean, they jolly well should. Boom, boom. Now, it's interesting the way that they've done the overpins now. The changes to the overpin mechanics are that they actually account for the parts of the ship that they go through. So you get really interesting results when you overpin a ship from the stern, and it's like, you know, you can imagine the shell just punching its way all the way through from one end of the ship to the other. I don't know. It could in part be the age of this campaign too, because this campaign goes back a little ways. But for the most part, I don't generally struggle with. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of a stress, especially early, sometimes with legendary. But they've got the new difficulty things though. They've got the beginner difficulty as well, which is kind of actually nice. Sweden wants 3 Deutschlands, and I'm not, no, I'm not getting into that. Northwest Mexico. Yeah, the United States has been dissolved. Hopefully never to come back. Now, Canada is initiating an attack there. I don't know exactly how I feel about that. Okay. Tell you what, let's bring the other Bismarck force to here. He's got depth charges, but I don't think his ASW does not seem to be all that great. All right, let me see here. So we've got both of the Star class battle cruisers. I'm going to put them into one conglomerate fleet. Grash Bay, you can go back and defend the home port. At least for now. All right, now that gives us these Kaisers. I'm going to put them... No, where do I want to move them to? Let's move them into here so that they're somewhat sheltered. And then I'm going to move the Kaisers themselves to to port back in Danzig. And then that's going to say the Bodens go bye-bye. Yes. No more Bodens. Or Bayerns, rather. The Baden and the Württemberg. Yeah, them. Okay, there's ships in Marseille. We've got a Deutschland. We've got a Lübeck. And I think it's a couple of 2000s. At least I hope it's a couple of 2000s. Yeah, it is. All right. I'm going to set them on to defend. So that way they don't just like randomly jump out at the first opportunity of nothing. Okay, we captured Cuba. The Gneisenau's got one more turn. Let me go ahead and grab this guy. We're going to send Scharnhorst Task Force on down to the Dutch Antilles. Blücher needs an upgrade too, though. So once we get done with a lot of these things, what we're going to do is we're going to start doing some major repairs and refits. I'm going to put you guys into Havana Harbor. Or you ladies, rather. God, why do I keep doing that? You ladies are going to Havana Harbor. Okay. Let's see here. Admiral Hippers all get upgrades. So, let's see here. The Niobes, I'm not sure about them. At least not yet. See here, I'm gonna go ahead and move the I'm gonna put the Blücher over here as well. We can get a refit on that. And then with this task force, Bismarck, Tirpitz, where are we moving them? They're moving to the North Atlantic. Okay. Put the whole fleet here, and these are Wirths, and the Lützow can go in there and get a refit. Ah, that's right. The battle cruisers went into San Diego. Okay. And then these guys, well, let me see here. Because I've got something like 100,000 tons. I know 80,000 tons, but still. Actually, let's keep the Bismarcks for now. We're going to keep them right here. And we'll put the Prinz Eugen. Okay. Oh, yes. And that's going to be about it for today's episode. So sit tight, and we'll be back after this break.